and thumb through the pages and just to see if Ray might have added your story, Ron, but I didn't see it. But I did see a familiar face in there. WB4GWA, K4BKC.
Good evening, WB4 Guad, W4KR.
Hello, Stan. K4BKC, WB4GWA. Yeah, I got mine too, and I guess he's going to save that article until he's got plenty of room to run it. But he told me he had several in the queue, so it'll probably show up in the next edition or the one after that or whatever. But anyhow, and yeah, that's a great article about John in there. I'm anxious to read it. I just flipped through today and looked at it. John, Rex Johnson, K4JBJ. He grew up in Griffin here with me, and Lou, K4MNY, and Sid Flint. I don't know if you remember Sid or not, and I can't remember his call right offhand. I know it, but I can't recall it right offhand. But anyway, I worked Rex about 3 or 4 months ago in the afternoon. I had the radio on, and I heard this carrier, and he came on, and we had a nice chat for a little while. But Rex is still out and about, and he doesn't get out of his area too often. So I used to see him at Hamfest, but not too much anymore. But he always had just super audio. Let me see. I don't know whether I ought to do this or not, but W4KR, you pick it up and send it over to Dr. John, W4KR, WB4GWA.
Okay, Ron, I'll do that. I'll try anyway. Let's see here. See where things are. Gonna knock the... There, that's better. Didn't we run a little bit too much power. WB4GWA and the starting group W4KR. Good evening, everybody. It's 62 here in northwest South Carolina this evening. A little bit of noise, staticky sort of noise. Not quite sure what it is yet, but copied everybody okay. Been listening here for a few minutes. Came down a little early tonight. And was running the watt meter that's built into the antenna tuner in the 300 watt mode, and it was banging itself against the needle there when I modulated. So, Dr. John, how you doing tonight? KN4ME, W4KR.
Well, thanks, Stan. We're doing well. No complaints. W4KR in the crew, KN4 Mike Echo. We're building an assemblage here, and I'll keep it short. Stan, you've got a good signal. There is still some fairly deep and rapid QSB, but not missing a word on anybody, and it'll settle down. And I have found that the Sherwood synchronous detector really prevents some of that phase distortion that can garble the audio. It's quite remarkable. It is quite a unit, and I'm kind of sad that he quit making it available. You can still buy them off eBay, but they're more expensive when they were marketed by Sherwood. Anyway, not much else. I've got a good crew, and I anticipate a good net tonight. I think, let's see, looking at, I think it goes to you, Bob. K4BKC, Columbia, Tennessee, and the group KN4 Mike Echo, Killen, Alabama.
KN4 Mike Echo and the group K4BKC. Well, good evening, Stan. You're sounding great up here. just pounding into Central Tennessee, as are, I guess, everyone else. But our temperatures are the same. I'm looking at the outside temperature, 62 degrees, and it's about 70 here in the shack, so the 4400s are doing their job. They're 100% efficient, as Charlie used to say. What's not going out in RF is coming in the room here. But Dr. Ron, your audio on the other rig sounded pretty good, but the Ranger sounds really good, as it always does. WB4GWA, Concord, K4BKC. Okay, Bob, thank you. K4BKC, WB4GWA. Stan, you're pounding in here tonight. Very good signal as usual, always. And it's getting really close to N4OZI time here. John, I wish I could come across one of those Sherwood synchronous detectors we were talking about. I saw one pop up on eBay, and you're right. They want the equivalent of a Cadillac for it, and so I sort of let that pass. But they're nice, that's for sure. And I just have to wait till the phase distortion is right and the signal is full quieting to enjoy it the way you do all the time. But anyway, I've been out working in the yard a lot today and doing other things around here. It's 58 degrees here, so we're still pretty cool. You guys are in the warm sector. So there's a cool front down here in Concord. So, N4OZI, are you lurking in the bushes? Because you got about 30 seconds, and you need to press the microphone button and start getting us all rounded up, you know, herding cats. N4OZI from WB4GWA in Concord.
Okay, Dr. Ron, this is N4OZI. Yep, I'm here. I'm ready to go. Let me check things out here. Look at my meters. This is looking good. Everybody's looking good. Okay, yeah, everything's ready to go. This is N4OZI. And we'll go ahead and start the SAMRC Swap and Fellowship Prenet. My name is Alan. I'm located in Woodstock, Georgia, and the call is November 4 Oscar, Zulu, India. And this is the informal pre-net session where the net will start the formal portion at the top of the hour with Stan. Let's go over who we got in the list so far. Some have checked out, and I got a list of that. So the ones I have that have stuck around is you, Dr. Ron, WB4GWA. And of course, Dr. John, KN4ME, and then Bob, K4BKC, and then our net control at the top of the hour, W4KR Stan. Is there any other check-ins? Any other check-ins for the SAMRC Swap and Fellowship Prenet? Any other check-ins? Come in now.
Whiskey 4, Whiskey Foxtrot Lima.
KF4TXQ.
KI4OMI.
Okay, we got quite a pile up there. I got Roy, W4IDD. You're in there. And let me look at my list here. Was it W4W? Oh, I'm sorry, FL. Give me. Oh, I see who it is. It's Richard. W4WFL. Got you in there. W4WFL. Richard. Takes me a minute. Sam, KF4QXQ. And Eddie, KA4AMI. Any others?
W4GUZ. WB4NK United Radio. K9UR.
Alright. Goodness sakes. Alright. So I got you in there, Brandon. W4GUZ. WB4NKN. I've got you in there. And that'd be NKM, Larry. Sorry. And K9UR, which is Joe. Get this down. Any others? And you guys try to spread them out.
November Papa.
All right, I got a Charlie 4 November Papa. Can you try it again?
Sure, this is Alpha Charlie 4 November Papa. AC4NP, Mike in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay, AC4NP. And you kind of took a dive on your name. I missed it, but we'll get it here in a minute. Any other check-ins?
Kilo 5, Hotel Foxtrot Golf.
Foxtrot Zulu Delta.
All right, I got Don, K5 HFG, got you in there, and let me see, I got Larry, K3FZD. Any others? All right, let me circle around and try to get that name again. 4NP, well, give me your name again, and I'll get it this time.
Yeah, his name is Mike. Mike India Kilo Echo. Mike India Kilo Echo, over.
QSL, Mike, got you in there. All right, let's. Gosh, that's quite a list. Let's go, let's take a break from check-ins because we got quite a bit. Let's go up to the top of the list to you, Dr. Ron. WB4GWA. How about some comments for the Prenet? This N4OZI.
Okay, Alan, N4OZI with a carrier on top of me. Some folks don't know about dummy loads. It's WB4GWA. Good evening to you, Alan, and to everybody else checking in. You had a couple of train wrecks there, but you're doing great. It's good to hear you tonight, and it's good to hear everybody else checking in. Looks like we're going to have a great net, and looks like the path is going to be fairly long tonight. So who knows? We may have some DX tonight on the net. But won't hold it long because there's a lot of folks coming after me here. N4OZI, WB4GWA in Concord.
Okay, Dr. Ron. Well, very good. Yeah, it's it's gonna be a big one tonight. I can tell. This list is filling up fast. Let's go to Dr. John, and then afterwards we'll take some more check-ins. How about some comments for the Prenet, Dr. John? KN4ME. This N4OZI.
Thank you, Alan. Beautiful signal, N4OZI. And the group, the quite large already group, KN4 Mike Echo. And copying everybody. Ought to be good tonight. We've had a great Prenet. And I will keep it short and pass it back to you because there's a bunch of guys wanting to get in here. That's great. N4OZI, KN4ME.
All right, Dr. John. KN4ME. This is N4OZI and the SAMRC Swap and Fellowship Prenet. And since we have a little bit more time here, we'll go ahead and take some more check-ins. You guys try to spread them out a little bit. Any other check-ins, go ahead and come now.
WA4I. KW4 TV.
All righty. That's the way to do it. I got you in there, Greg, WA4III, and got you in there, Manuel, KW4TV. Any other check-ins? I can't believe we got them all. Goodness. Okay, let's go to Bob, K4BKC. How about some comments for the Prenet? This N4OZI.
N4OZI and the Prenet. This is K4BKC. Well, my goodness, Alan, you attracted a crowd. There's good propagation and combination of good propagation and a good signal. You're sounding great tonight. It's been a good day here in Columbia. Don't have a lot to add, so I'll turn it back to you and just thank you for running the Prenet. N4OZI, K4BKC.
Okay, very good, Bob. Well, we're glad to do it, and glad we got them all caught up on here. It was quite quite a pileup. Somebody let the gate down, and here they came. All right, let's run down here to Roy, W4IDD. How about some comments for the Prenet, Roy? This is N4OZI.
All right, thank you, Alan. Good evening to you and all the Prenet. This is W4I Roy in Pensacola. I'll cut it short tonight, Alan, and let you go with it, man. You're busy tonight. There ain't no doubt about it. I'll be around for the net. 73 W4I Pensacola.
Okay, Roy. Well, you're booming in up here, sounding real good. W4IDD, N4OZI. So it's always good to hear your voice coming up this way. Let's can go down the list again and go to Richard, and then after that I'll take some more check-ins. W4WFL. How about some comments for the Prenet? This is N4OZI.
Okay, this is W4WFL in Pensacola, and we're trying to keep a little bit cool here today in Pensacola and damp, and we're just getting ready for the net. So I'll say 73s and catch you all on the net. This is W4WFL.
Okay, Richard, W4WFL and the Prenet, N4OZI. Very good signal coming in strong up here into Woodstock, Georgia, about 30 miles north of Atlanta, and sounding real good. All right, we promised we'd take another standby, see if we have any other check-ins. Any other check-ins? Come now.
W4MA.
All right, we've got Bill in there, W4MA. Any other check-ins?
Whiskey 9 Tango Alpha Bravo.
Okay, W9TAB. Tom, got you in there. Any other check-ins? Okay, I think we're caught up, so let's go to Sam, KF4TXQ. Sam, how about some comments for the Prenet? This N4OZI.
Okay, Alan, N4OZI and the Prenet for the SAMRC. This is KF4TXQ, and I spent the whole day working on my shack, and Sam Jr. has also spent the whole day working on the shack, and he's really got things tightened up in here. We got cold weather coming, or at least what sounds like will be cold weather, so we kind of got everything squared away. This place is tightened up, and we tore off that closet in the back of my room. We weren't really using it for anything useful, you might say. So anyway, so he's got a straight wall there. There's no door in the back of my room now, and he's going to use the portion that's under the roof back there as a shed to park his riding lawnmowers and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, that's what we've been doing today. But I got everything squared away in the shack. It seems to be working good. I hope y'all are copying me well, and it's good to hear everybody. So back to you, Alan, N4OZI and the Prenet for the SAMRC. Good to hear everybody. KF4TXQ, back to net.
Okay, Sam. Very good. Well, that sounds like some big changes going on there. That'll work out well for you. And yeah, it is going to get cold. This is Info-OZI. We'll continue on with the Prenet, the SAMRC Prenet, and go to Eddie, KA4AMI. How about some comments for the Prenets? Info-OZI.
Okay, N4OZI, this is KA4AMI. I almost said KA4OZI. I'm losing it. Anyway, good evening, everybody, and a lot of good signals here. Heard Roy down there. He's really coming in here tonight. So the I-10 curtain must be down. But not much going on here, just a bunch of honeydews today. And I guess we're ready for the cold. I had my gas tank filled up with LP for my gas logs. That's the only thing I have gas for in the house. And I guess we're ready as we can be if it does get cold. Just need bread and milk. Back to you there, Alan, and lick your pencil before you call for check-ins, because they're coming at you. Info-OZI, KA4AMI.
KA4AMI. Info-OZI. Yeah, we kind of had to figure that kind of pile up, so we were ready. Try to get everybody lined up in there. Don't want to miss anybody. And speaking of which, we'll take another standby and see if we have any other check-ins. Any other check-ins for the Prenet? Come now. Oh, good sound. That means we're caught up. I like being caught up on check-ins. I don't like to have people hanging out there. I like to get them in. So let's go over to Brandon, W4GUZ. How about some comments for the Prenet there, Brandon? This is N4OZI.
Okay, Alan, N4OZI W4GUZ on the Globe King tonight, on King 500, and the old trusty HQ140, my first boat anchor receiver, and that multiplied into many, many more. Beautiful day here in western North Carolina. We're so dry. I really hope we get some rain here soon. It's terribly dry. Yesterday I went up and checked the spring, and it's always got a good water hose size stream coming out of the overflow, and it was barely dripping, so we'll have to start conserving water. Other than that, everything's good here. I've got projects piled up on the bench now that it's getting a little cooler weather. Hopefully I'll be able to get back on them. I'm sure got enough to keep me busy during the winter months. So, sounding good tonight, Alan. And so far copying everyone. I'll try to hang around for the net if it's not too long. 4 o'clock comes early. N4OZI from W4GUZ in Hawk, North Carolina.
All right, California, Brian. Booming signal as always, W4GUZ. And Prenet's N4OZI. And Globe King is sounding really good. And yeah, it's dry. We were up in the mountains up there in northwestern South Carolina this weekend. I know they're still dealing with that fire over in Andrews near there. The wet weather slowed it down, but did not stop it. So it's still ongoing from what I hear. So it's challenging up there, and especially in that terrain. All right, let's go down the list to Laurie, WB4NKM. How about some comments for the Prenet? This N4OZI.
Good evening, Alan. This is Larry, WB4NKM in Wise, Virginia. And everybody sounds great up here tonight. Big signals. It's going to be a good evening for the net. And I'm glad to check out. Don't get that opportunity very often on a Tuesday, so we've got a burning ban in effect. It's low humidity and just right for fires. There's a few around, but nothing here, thank goodness, in the mountains. 49 degrees and It's kind of brisk out there. So, back to you, Alan. Great signal. Thanks for calling Prenet. N40ZI from WB4NKM.
Okay, Larry. WB4NKM and the Prenet N40ZI. Yeah, it was interesting. I'd gone up to northwest South Carolina, stayed at Devil's Fork State Park in a cabin villa there, and I assumed they had a burning ban, but surprisingly they didn't. They said that every place else around them has it, but not them at the current time. But if you looked at the fire pits that they designed for those cabins, I could see why. They're down in a hole, and there's probably about 8 feet circumference of concrete around them. So yeah, there's not much likelihood a fire is going to spread out of that. But because they require you to only use those fire pits, and they're pretty heavy duty stuff. But they said, yeah, it could change at any moment, but never did. But I was rather surprised by that. And I'm really surprised at the rate that fire was still continuing in Andrews, because we were up in Highlands on Saturday, and that rain was really a misty, wet, miserable day up there. So I was surprised, but just goes to show that get enough fuel for those fires. A little bit of rain is not going to stop it. All right, let's go down the list and get Joe, and then let's take a standby for check-ins. And Joe, how about some comments from the net? K9UR. This is N40ZI.
Okay, good evening, everybody. Joe here, Bloomington, Indiana. K9UR. Collins 32V2, 75A4, 270G1 speaker. G104 microphone went to a rifle. Coax fed, good old style inverted V at about 65 feet at the apex. And the band has just been super the last two nights or 2 days. This morning as well. Boy, the band has just been dead quiet. Really nice propagation. Just a little bit of slow rolling QSB, but nothing significant. It's just been a real joy to be here on AM. Everything is good up here. I'm a professor up here at the university here, Indiana University. Gave a big exam yesterday, and so today I spent the day grading and curving and all that good stuff that we do to figure out what the students should get. So these are what I call the kids of COVID. They're the ones that missed a year or 2 of school, and boy, we've all got our hands full with that. So they are behind. We will pay the price. Oh well, I guess that's the way it goes. Anyway, that's what's going on up this way. Thanks for letting me in the Prenet, and I'm looking forward to the net this evening with the propagation. Just absolutely wonderful. S2 noise level here at the KTH, and everybody sounds great. So back to you. This is K9UR, Joe in Indiana. Over, over.
Okay, Joe. K9UR. In Bloomington, Indiana, N40ZI. Well, say hello to my daughter. She's got her PhD over there at Bloomington at Indiana University. And actually, she's not there right now. She's in Washington, D.C. There's some kind of conference she went to. So she won't be there. She'll be back probably later on this week or something. But yeah, I just got a text from her last night about that. She's in D.C. All right, let's take a standby. We promised to take a standby, see if we have any other check-ins. This is the SAMRC Swap and Fellowship Prenet, and the regular net starts in a little less than 10 minutes. So, any other check-ins for the net? Come in now.
W4OLJ.
Okay, got Virgil W4OLJ. Any others? All right, got you in there, John. K4VZS. Any others? I guess not. Okay, but not quite. All right, let's continue down the list to Mike. AC4NP. How about some comments for the Prenet, this N40ZI?
N40ZI and the net. Good evening. First time I've ever checked into this net. Listening for AM signals and heard you guys. I'm staring across the shack at my
ARC 13 and RC 98 that I need to get back on the air. I'm on my RC 746 Pro right now, so I apologize if I don't have much of a signal. I'm just west of Charlotte, North Carolina, and the edge of Gaston County. And y'all have great signals here tonight. Unfortunately, I won't be able to stay for the net. Good tidings. N4OZI and the net is
Okay, very good, Mike. Well, you're doing very well over here, surprisingly, for running barefoot. But got a good copy on you. We're here every Tuesday night at this time. Time sometimes changes due to time of year and stuff, but every Tuesday night you can find us here at this frequency. All right, this is N4OZI. Let's head over to speak to Don, K5HFG. How about some comments from the net? This is N4OZI.
N4OZI, K5HFG. Checked in. Sounds like you're going to have a big group tonight. What a crew. Good signals, and I don't know where that's coming from, but I'll have to check that out. I don't know. Back to you, Alan, N4OZI, K5HFG.
Okay, Don. Yeah, check it out. It's not too bad. I've still got a good copy on you, but yeah, I understand how that is. Got a little feedback coming in somewhere. That can drive you crazy. K5HFG. This is N4OZI, and let's see. We'll go down the list to Larry, just north of me here. K3FZD. How about some comments for the Prenet, Larry? This is N4OZI.
This is K3FZD. Before I go any further, I'd like to know, are you hearing any hum on my signal that once was noted before? Are you hearing any hum? Over.
A little bit, but it's not too bad. I got a good copy on you. Go on ahead.
Well, at any rate, I hope I have figured it out. I don't see that it seems to be making it. I'm using the DX60, and I have a Kenwood MC50 microphone, and when I use the microphone by the base of the microphone, the switch that would be used with a Kenwood transceiver, then I seem to get that hum, it seems. And now I'm using the microphone directly from the back of the microphone straight to the DX60. So I hope that doesn't sound like a problem. But it's just a DX60 barefoot running about 45 to 50 watts output. And I'm listening on a Drake 2B receiver. And otherwise, today was an eventful day. My wife and I played in a concert. We're both in the Chattanooga Community Orchestra. She's on violin and I'm on clarinet. And we played 2 concerts in the last few days at 2 different retirement homes. So that's the news from here. N4OZI, K3FZD, over.
Yeah, okay, Larry. K3FZD, this is N4OZI. Oh, something's snapping around.